to building and to the factory. And this went out into the playing fields, and by the playing field there was a garage, and we had a very good chap, young chap, who we worked with very well, but again he left to go to a better job, and the second chap we got, he was elderly, and he was a real unpleasant man.
This is your manager, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
manager. And so he wore glasses. So one of the things, but he used to take the glasses off when he comes to look what you're doing, you know, because we had to write procedures, and he'd come and have a look at these things, see if he approved of them. So he'd come in, he'd put the glasses down there. Anyway, what we did one time, we got some glasses from the welding shop. Welding.
Yeah.
Welding bits of metal get embedded on these glasses, you know, that the welders using. They stick there, they bond themselves, speckled all over, you know. You can hardly see through them. So what we did when he came round, we not just knocked his glasses into the drawer, put these other, because they're very similar in appearance, out of different procedures. So he got this and he went back to his desk and put these things on like this. You can see where, we did his fingers and put them on again. Looking round. He says, looking at it like this, I said, because I think there must be quite some strong modification, because they get him. And he came back at the college, my college. He says, hey, he says, have I got your glasses? I've said that this our building was developmental building was annexed out into a playing field. Around the playing field, we had a gutter that ran all the way around. So in the summertime, we had to keep the doors closed because all sorts of insects used to come and swarm. There's a swarm, and you'd see it swirling round in your lab, you know. And so when Harry, used to call Harry, when Harry started picking again, we'd take it out of him by, you know, you remember these steel tables that have steel turnarounds that tuck under?
Yeah.
They'd have a U section underneath there. We'd put apples and banana skins and all the fruit cores, and these things would go off. And after a time, these insects got wary of this, you know. And at times you could see a swirl of insects going around his desk like this.
Oh.
You read it, you go, he starts swearing, how to get where all these come from? Yeah.
Good times.
And we weighted his cap, you know, we used lead for shielding.
Yeah.
We cut a shape, just the right side of his cap. We could, if we were careful, we could put in his slide it inside and put his cap on it. It took him quite a long time to figure that out. Yeah.
Wasn't he nasty to Joe, the guy who used to make the brews?
Oh yes, Joe. He was the labourer. He used to clean up after all. We'd do it all, make a mess, and he
used to brew.
used to do the brews up for the lads, you know, for the team. And Harry used to complain to him, getting us some rotten job, interrupt some little meeting that we were having. So anyway, one day Joe came to us. He says, I got the room back on, Harry. I said, oh, what? He says, I put laxative in his coffee.
It's coffee.
Yeah. So, anyway, he came back later. He said, Bugger. He said he didn't like it. He said it tasted funny, so he hasn't drunk it. He says, oh, but I've got him though. Now Harry had a little dog in a car that he used to park up near the garage there. And he used to take it out at lunchtime for a walk around the field. So Joe went over there, banged on the bonnet. Dog, he left. Harry used to do open about that for the dog used to bark its mouth out. So he said, I've done it now. He said, it's a chocolate laxative to his dog. So the gag, because it used to fly its tail around like this in the car, So you couldn't imagine the horror of what was going to happen. So we stayed just peering around the boat, this edge of the building. Well, Harry.
Did he bang the car bonnet first?
Bang the bonnet, yes.
And
He banged the bonnet. The dog come up, have some chocolate,
But obviously, when he banged the bonnet last
yeah,
time,
right, it's pooing and its tail flapping.
Oh.
And it was very light coloured inside this little car he had. And yes, we were watching, and you could see him go, looking round like this, under the door. Oh, Sebastian, what have you done? So he came back to us. He says, hey, Sebastian's had an accident. He says, well, you help me push the car round to the maintenance department and get them to wash my car out.
To hold it down.
To hold it down inside.
Derek, could you tell me a little bit about raising two little boys named
Well-
David and John?
Well, lo and behold, after arrival of baby number one, David, 2 years later, wow, another one, Jonathan, on my birthday almost.
Yes.
Yeah, what a birthday present, eh?
Yes.
Yeah,
You said you were not at David's birth, but you wanted to.
yeah,
be.
that's right. Yeah, I missed the fun. I said, ring back in the morning, Mr. White, and see how she is. We'll contact you if anything's happened. So I wrote the phone number, picked the phone up. It's Mr. White here. And inquiring now, Mrs. White is, oh, she had it, it's a little boy. Oh, so.
Well, it was very shortly after he'd gone,
Yeah.
actually. It was hot, very, very hot, and we'd been to a wedding of the boy that used to live next door to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was we'd been to the wedding in the day, and the reception was at night in this pub, and it was really a hot day, and I looked like a house end, and everybody was dancing and carrying on, and I went down to the toilets because it was cooler down there, and there was a girl there in hot pants, and she looked really slim and slender, and I was huge, and I leaned against the tiles of this toilet bathroom where it was cool, and eventually my mother-in-law came down, Dave's mum, and I said, she said, you alright? I said, well, we're backache. She said, do you think you're starting? I said, oh, I don't think so, because I wasn't due for another week. But anyway, this pain didn't go away. So she went up to get Derek. She said, I think you ought to take her home. And we had a Mini then, which wasn't the
Smoothies are right.
nicest ride. And it was over at Hadfield, so it was a good half hour to home. And I got home, it'd be after midnight. And I decided to have a bath to see if I could ease me back. And I had a show then, so I thought, oh Christ. I rang the doctor and he said, I think you better get in. And so went down to the nursing home, and as I say, it was a hot night. Insisted on having a bath, even though I'd just had a bath at home. But that was the rules, you had to have a bath. It was a very old Victorian bath, very deep, very long, with very old-fashioned taps on the end. Windows were open above. And she said, I'll be back in a minute, turned both taps on, and I'm there in this bath. And by that time I was in labour, so my stomach was knotting up, so I couldn't get up or anything like that. The windows were open and moths kept floating in. And of course they floated in and immediately dropped into the water, and the water was going round in a circle from the taps. And all I could do was lie there, and when the moths came past me, I'd go to blow these moths away that were floating on the water, you know. Anyway, after that, she, the usual enema, which they don't do these days, had an enema, and I thought, I wish she'd just leave me alone to get on with it. And Derek came in, and I said to him, "You'd better go home, love. You know, I could be in labour, because I'd had all this experience of people being in labour for hours." And I said, I could be ages. You might as well go home. But anyway, when she'd finished messing about with me, she said, "We'll go in the delivery room." And she said, "I'll just examine you." But by that time, I was 3 centimetres. She said, "Oh, there's no point in staying here." Took me into the delivery room, and he was born about an hour later.
I see. What about when John was born?
I watched the whole procedure.
Well, that was David. When it was Jonathan,
Yeah.
you were there.
That's right.
Yeah, you were there then.
What did
For
you
For
do?
Jonathan.
You were gowned up, weren't you?
Yes, yes. And lo and behold, quite a big baby came out,
Big baby?
and
Yeah.
Me? Really?
arms lashing, calling.
Calling,
Bigger,
huh?
Yeah.
So you helped deliver it, did you, Dad?
No, but I was there. I was
Yeah.
there.
You cut the cord?
Yeah.
Well, you were encouraging me,
Yeah,
weren't you? So
yeah.
you're helping him.
That's
Mhm.
right, yeah. But he come out shouting and, "Let's get on with it. I'm out now, you know. What's this life about?"
What kind of things did you like doing with the boys as they were when they were young, like James and Oliver?
Well, I made some toys because, you know, the radio toys weren't available, and I was quite pleased with I made wooden boxes with the knobs and switches on and this sort of thing, and
Bells and ratchets.
yeah, I made them one each, didn't I? Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I understand you did a lot of swimming with the
Yeah,
boys
it
through the
was-
years.
when they got older, we
Mhm.
used to have a Saturday morning swim, didn't we?
Mm.
Oh.
Can you remember when we were James and Oliver size, Dad?
Huh?
Do you remember when David and I were James and Oliver size, you know?
Yeah.
5 and 4.
Yes, yeah. They were noisy, but they got on well together,
Really?
didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They got on very well together.
You
and,
made them a bogey, or they made it between them.
yeah,
A bogey, and
yeah,
rode that up and down the
that's right,
street.
yeah.
Did you go walks with them out in the neighborhood, or?
We walked, didn't we?
Mm.
You joined a aero club though with the boys.
Yes,
and
that's
Jonathan
right.
got
You went
off.
along to the
Mm.
uh,
You used to learn to have a shandy every time, wasn't there?
either you or
Yeah.
David got a plaque for the
Yeah, it was Jonathan.
My glider, yeah.
Yeah.
They had the yeah.
Yes. Have I still got that?
It's still in the corner cabinet
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
He built the coffin for the bottom of the car to take to the Cotswolds with all the aircraft. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
You built a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it builds a trailer.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yes, we had a trailer when we'd go on holiday, and I'd take aeroplanes where we found a place we could fly them, you know.
Tell me a little bit about your retirement and your independent business, and then your retirement.
Yes, well, during the teenage years of both of them, obviously it's clear they want to need more money, so